The sound of Kevin Carter as we indulge in the spirit of Christmas. And this morning we want to continue showcasing some of our local artists and artisans. And this morning I want to welcome you to the Now Christmas Market. Ayinka?
Yes, that's right. Once we talk shopping, you know I'm going to be there. And that means that our next guest is going to get you some ideas for your gifts this Christmas season. It's never too late, guys. It's never too late. Welcoming to the Now Morning Show, we have Faith Sukram of Meraki Creations. Good morning and welcome.
Good
Faith.
morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Faith, girl, I'm happy because I just like to give everybody gift ideas from me. So you're welcome all the time. But we were talking during the break and we know that Christmas is your season in more ways than one.
Of course.
Faith is actually going to be celebrating her birthday on Christmas Day, so I'll say happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
But to those who do the more than one gift, not me, you might need an idea as to what to give somebody for Christmas, and nothing does that better than some bespoke jewelry. Yes?
Of course.
So tell me exactly what we are looking at today, because I'm seeing necklaces, wristbands, anklet, the whole shebang, and then some. Where do we start?
So at Meraki Creations, we offer a range of items in a myriad of different materials. So we have the stainless steel, we have the sterling silver, and we do carry gold-filled pieces as well. So I try to cater to each type of woman. And so we have necklaces, earrings, we even have anklets.
And stuff.
And these are one of my best sellers. These are called the boho bangles.
Ah, okay.
And they're customizable, they're stackable, so they're a great gift item.
Okay.
And I don't just do jewelry, I also range into lifestyle accessories. So here we have gemstone bookmarks, and we also have scented candles.
Oh yes,
So-
scented candles are necessary. Not just because aromatherapy is a thing, but I have dogs, so my house needs to smell good. This is
Right,
great.
of course.
I want to ask though, the name itself isn't English, and so what is the idea behind Meraki?
So Meraki is actually a Greek word, which means when you put love, creativity, and soul into everything that you do. And we extend it to say when you put the essence of yourself in your work.
I love that.
So when choosing a name for my brand, I feel as though the word Meraki really encompasses the relationship that I have with my craft.
Absolutely. I mean, when you do things with love, it always turns out better.
Definitely.
I've seen that happen a million times. Now, I know Ruckus is going to have a little point of contention because you did say you're catering to different types of women. But granted, his hand is like a Kimbo. Granted that you are making these pieces of jewelry custom, is that an option to customize something that might be less gender specific?
Yes, so I do welcome custom orders because I like to cater unique, one-of-a-kind pieces to everyone. I really believe in self-expression and authenticity, so I like to reflect that in my pieces.
I think we see that because it's a very delicate collection that you've given to us. And if the camera doesn't show it, she's a petite, delicate lady. So I certainly feel like we have a little bit of your essence in these pieces,
Aww.
as you would want. When we talk about jewelry, handcrafted things, and things that are going to be on your person, we talk about really time-consuming and meticulous work as well. So this is a hobby that became a full-time job, or a full-time job all along. How did this story go?
So initially, this started as a hobby. I was really academically oriented, and so I needed a creative outlet, and jewelry making became my passion. And then fast forward into university, I merged that creative outlet with my entrepreneurial spirit. You know, I always had a desire to be independent, and so I decided to launch it as a business. And eventually, it grew to a point where I wanted to pursue it full time. So in April of this year, I quit my job, and I spent April to December of 2021 pursuing this full time.
Now you know the next question. Do you regret making that change? Because there are people who were forced to leave jobs when you actually made that conscious decision. What was that thought process like? Do you regret it?
I don't regret it at all. It was definitely jumping into the deep end. But I do think that I learned so much about myself, so much about my craft. I was able to hone into it a bit more. And I became a lot more self-reliant in these last few months. And I had to, develop a sense of self-trust and really dedicate more of myself to my craft. So I don't regret it at all.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, may I ask, you said you were academically inclined before. And so, just out of curiosity, what was your academic area of study?
So I went to Naparima Girls High School. I graduated with a scholarship in environmental studies, and so I went on to do a double major in biology and geography. I have a passion for biodiversity conservation and sustainable development, so hence I chose that field.
My reason for asking primarily is because a lot of the times people assume you have to figure this out from early in the game. You have to, absolutely be all about it, and that is vastly different, I suppose. The biodiversity and the gems and the stones.
Well, that's what I was gonna
kind
ask.
of
Do you put any of that knowledge into what you do in production-wise? Is it sustainable? Is it something that is not harming the environment?
I love that you asked that. I ensure that my crystals and gems are as mindfully sourced as can be, and I do make a concerted effort to source as much locally as I can, because I do believe in stimulating our local economy or local businesses. And I do think that my passion for semi-precious stones did stem from my love for geography and geology. So I do see them connecting.
Okay.
What's the price point on these things, Gil?
The most important question.
Yeah, a very important question. Can we afford to buy it?
Yes, you certainly can. So we have candles ranging from $45. We have earrings that start at $70 and go up to sets that are $400 to $500, and we do have a wider variety at our stockist locations.
Nice. Speaking of locations, we don't necessarily need brick and mortar now. We're doing delivery. How do we get our hands on these goodies?
So you can shop these pieces at several locations.
Okay.
If you're based in the north, you could shop at Junk Collage, which is located along Circular Road. And if you're in the central area or the south area, you have a lot of options. So you have Von Venera at Pennywise Plaza, you have Scribbles and Quills located in Lange Park, Chagonas, and a newly opened restaurant, First Harvest Kitchen. They actually carry some of our pieces.
Okay.
They're based in Canoopia. Of course, you can message directly on Instagram or Facebook to place your custom orders. I really love to cater to your individual taste, So you'll hit me up after, of course.
Oh, for sure.
Tell me about the prices of the custom. Does it
shopping.
Yeah, he's looking for gifts.
When you custom order, what determines the price point? Is it like a standard price for custom orders, or it depends on what you want?
So it really depends on the materials. Like I said, I cater to different price points, and I like to merge affordability with durability with stainless steel and silver plated pieces. And then we do have the 14-karat gold fill and sterling silver pieces that will be a higher price point.
Right.
So it really depends on what you're looking for.
So before you go, Natalie, let me just know, which do you want? You need some earrings, you need a necklace, an anklet.
Okay. No, I think I'll take an anklet. So thank you very much, Uncle, for that gift.
I got you. I'm just making sure I get my Christmas shopping done so that you guys can do the same. Get familiar, go online, check them out. It's all about making sure that the Christmas season and the gift of giving continues here within our morning show. Now, Ruckus, I know you were checking on things for me and the ladies in your life.
Sure.
But if we're talking about gemstones, one last thing I want people to be left with is perhaps some information on gemstones themselves, because we're seeing a lot of people getting into crystals and getting into all of that.
I love that. So I try to incorporate gemstones into the jewelry because they do carry meaning and sentiment, and so the pieces are no longer just jewelry. Now they're a tool for upliftment, positivity, and my pieces do come with a meaning card describing the properties of the gemstones, and I like to include an affirmation so that the women who wear it, they add a bit of positivity to their life.
I love that.
Thank you.
Pieces with a message as we continue to give you reason for the season. This has been beautiful. Natalie's gift is safe, Ruckus's gift is safe, and if you're still looking, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at
Meraki Creations.tt.
That's right, guys. This is in our morning show. It's Christmas. We're shopping, and we'll be back after these messages. Okay.